Welcome to today's strategy review video. Hit and run betting can be a very profitable approach when tied with a good method. Today we'll be looking at a hybrid hit and run method that is built upon various elements of other bet selection methods. It's simple and easy to play, so let's dive in. This method is played in a series of 6 hands. For the first 2 hands there are no bets, just recording the results. What happens on the third hand is dependent on the results of the first 2. If the first 2 hands are banker-banker, then you bet banker for the third hand. If the first 2 hands are player-player, then you bet player for the third hand. We do this as our first bet must be with the dominant side. If the third hand wins, we let hands 4, 5 and 6 play out without betting. We then start over again. If the third hand loses, we then bet hands 4, 5 and 6, betting on the last result until we get a win. If the first 2 hands are banker-player or player-banker, then we don't have a dominant side. In this case, we do not bet the third hand but record the result instead. At this point, we will have a dominant side and the fourth hand will be bet accordingly. If it wins, we let hands 5 and 6 play out without betting. We then start over again. If it loses, then hands 5 and 6 will be bet on the last result until we get a win. This method uses standard martingale. If you lose all bets in the series, you'll be down either 7 or 15 units, depending on when you started betting. So how does this play against live tables? Looking at our 1000 live dealer hands, we can see why this is a hit and run method. There are times where a series of 6 will lose, but the majority of the time you will be scraping a unit at a time. In fact, we won 154 6 series bets out of the 166 played, giving us a 92% hit rate. Taking a more granular look at 4 random live shoes, we can see more clearly how most play out. Although one shoe is showing a failure in a series bet, the rest show a more typical trend upwards. Being a hit and run method, you would only be targeting between 1 and 3 units per table. In most cases, this is very achievable. Strategy design is good. There are elements of permutations and dominance which help the bet selection. Hit and run is definitely the way to play this method correctly. Bankroll shouldn't be stretched by this. At worst, you are losing 7 or 15 units in a series loss. Many other methods would hit you harder. I'm going to set the risk level at medium. This is primarily due to the use of martingale. With a good hit rate, another money management method would reduce the risk further. Money management is okay. Although using martingale, the level of progression is hard limited, so we are not going to be hitting table limits too soon. This is an enjoyable method to play. Stress levels aren't too high and it doesn't require too much thought to implement. As long as this is played strictly as a hit and run method with low profit targets, then it can be profitable over the longer term. If you found this video helpful or would like to suggest other strategies for me to review, then please leave a comment in the section below. Remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos. With that, I'll see you in the next video, and remember, enjoy the casino, but play sensibly.